Hello, bonjour, welcome back to the kitchen. I figured we could all use a little distraction today from all the going-ons in the world. And so here I am with some blueberry muffins. These are absolutely my favorite blueberry muffin recipe. They have a nice little topping on the top, a little bit of a, kind of like a little crunch, I guess you would call it. Super delicious. And I'm going to share them with you today. Before I start though, I want to thank my cousin Leona for my beautiful new apron. She sent it as a surprise in the mail. How wonderful is she? And I absolutely love it, so thank you. So to begin, in a large bowl, we're going to mix together 1.5 cups of flour, regular all-purpose flour. To that, we're going to add 3/4 cup of sugar, regular white sugar. Then we're going to add, oh, this is a cute bowl too. That was a gift from a lady that works with my husband. She's so nice, love her too. Thank you, Annette. And we're going to also add a 1/2 teaspoon of salt right here, regular table salt. You can use sea salt if you like. Bloopers! And yeah, in here I have 2 teaspoons of baking powder, the magic kind, because like magic, it works every time. So what I'm going to do here now is just kind of whisk that around really well so that it's nice and combined. And the baking powder and the salt and the sugar is distributed, you know, amongst the flour. And yeah, that only takes a minute. So we're going to take that like that. And then we're going to set that aside. We're going to take a separate bowl now. Doesn't need to be a huge bowl. And in this bowl, we're going to whisk 1 egg, which I'm going to break ahead of time, which you've seen me do a lot, just in case you get a piece of shell, which I didn't. So I'm going to put my egg in there. I'm also going to put in there 1/3 cup of oil. I'm just using sunflower oil. You can use vegetable oil, you can use peanut oil. The only oil I probably wouldn't use is probably like olive oil or grapeseed oil. Just a nice, you know, vegetable or sunflower oil. So 1/3 cup in the bowl with your egg. And we're also going to add 1/3 cup of milk. I'm using just fresh milk, 2%. You can use 1%. You can use whole. You can use canned milk. If you're using tin milk, I would do 1/2 milk, 1/2 water. And we're going to put that in with the oil and the egg. And now we're going to whisk that around for a little minute, just to make sure it's all combined. I keep looking at my recipe because I haven't made these since summer. And these are actually blueberries that I picked this summer in my very own backyard. I'm so lucky, like I only literally have to walk off my back deck and I'm into blueberries, blackberries, strawberries, raspberries, gooseberries, all kinds of berries. Yeah, so we're just making that it's well combined. And now what we're going to do, take out our whisk. Take out this whisk. I'm going to move that closer. I'm just going to make like a little tiny bit of a well in the center. I'm going to pour this mixture right in there. And now what we're going to do is combine the wet with the dry. And we're going to mix that all around because this is our batter now for the delicious blueberry muffins. I can't wait for summer. I can't wait for berry picking. I can't wait for warm days. I can't wait for swimming. Yeah, so we just want to, like I said, just mix that until it's pretty much all combined there. Doesn't take See, I'm done already. Now I'm going to take a cup of delicious blueberries that I picked myself this summer, and I am going to dust them with just a little bit of flour, and I'm leaving my berries frozen. You can use fresh berries as well, but I'm using them frozen because if I thaw them, their thawing kind of breaks the membrane outside of the berries, and then you got juice going everywhere, and you got purple batter. Which looks nice, I'm sure, but I'd rather keep them whole. So you can see I just got a light dusting on there. Maybe a tablespoon, maybe 2 tablespoons. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put them in my batter. And I'm just going to fold it just to mix them in. Be careful not to over mix. Just basically pressing the berries into the batter, and again, like, don't over mix because you can see my batter starting to go blue already, which is totally fine. They taste equally as good as if you didn't do that. And my berries were probably starting to thaw a little as I was trying to get my prep work done ahead of time. Now, in another bowl, we're going to make the little topping. We're going to take 2/3 cup of brown sugar. I'm using dark brown sugar. You can use light brown sugar. It doesn't matter. It's not pressed right down. Just lightly press it down enough to, to measure it. And we're going to add to that a 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour. And we're going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. And you could also add in the batter, if you wanted to, a pinch of nutmeg. I've done that sometimes. I didn't today simply because I forgot it. Yeah, so a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon, and 2 tablespoons of butter. I'm using real butter. And what I'm going to do here is just take a fork and kind of, press it all together. Be careful, I probably could have used a bigger bowl, but this will work. And if your butter is really, really, really hard, like mine's really hard there, you can certainly just take your hands and get in there and kind of rub the sugar and the butter and the flour all together. And you'll get kind of like a little bit of sort of like a crumble, I guess. And this is what we're going to sprinkle on top of our delicious muffins. I had to look that time. I didn't think I brought my muffin pan. And I'm thinking this makes 12 muffins, but we'll see. We'll find out now in a minute. Now, I'm going to show you this now so you can kind of get an idea of how it should look. So it's kind of crumbly, but you can still see some little like lumps of butter, kind of like you would like for a T-bun or something like that, or a pastry or whatever. So just fold that in a little bit like that. Now, I'm going to wipe my hands and I'm going to grab my muffin tin. Set that aside. They're pretty easy, but they're pretty delicious. Oh, in the meantime, I had to, I should have preheated my oven. That's okay. Hubby got the wood stove on. I'll throw them in there. So what I like to do is an ice cream scoop. It really makes a nice sized muffin. And it makes it really easy. And as you'll see, this is a very, very thick batter. I might have to take some out and put some in other just to make sure they're even, but we'll see. And they're nice, a nice fluffy type muffin, super delicious. And as you can see, they're pretty easy. we're going to just fill the cups maybe about 2/3 full. I think I'm going to have to take some off some to make up for one. We'll see. And it does make 12 good sized muffins. And as you can probably see, I'm at the end of the bowl. So what I'm going to do there, and you could do this yourself too, just to make sure that they're all even. You can see the ones that are like really full, like this one here. I'm just going to take a little off the top, put that in there, and maybe a little off of this one. I want to take all the blueberries though. We'll leave that with a little bit of blueberry. And this one here looks a little big, so we'll put that over there. And yeah, I think I'm pretty darn good here now. This particular. Anyhow, that's that. Now, what we have to do is take our cinnamon brown sugar crumble mixture, and we're going to, yeah, just place a nice bit like on top. They're kind of like, I guess you would like a streusel kind of topping. And don't be shy with it, because it's really one of the best parts of it. A little on top, a little dab of Julia. As you can see, I still have lots left in my bowl, so I'm going to just continue on putting more on top. Oh, these will be so, so, so good. And absolutely, I will share the recipe on there and yeah, show you a picture when they're all cooked, of course. That's pretty much it. So what I like to do then is just kind of brush off some of that mixture that got on your tray, just so it doesn't burn on and make a big mess of your muffin tin. Like so. Now, I'm going to take these up and show you. This is how they look before they go in the oven. And yeah, I'm going to put them in the oven now. And when they're done, I'll be sure to take a picture. And yeah, you'll be able to see how good, how delicious, and how refreshing to have blueberry muffins in the middle of winter. And yeah, I hope you guys are staying safe and warm. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye.